Picture this. You wake up tomorrow, stretch, check your phone, and suddenly realize every factory, office, restaurant, hospital, school, everywhere is being run entirely by robots. No cashiers, no drivers, no doctors, no teachers. Just machines. What happens when humans no longer have jobs? Would it be a paradise of endless leisure or a nightmare of chaos and despair? Welcome back to Ifverse, where we explore the big questions that could change humanity forever. Today's question: what if robots took over all jobs? Let's start with the basics. Automation is already here. Robots build our cars, algorithms write our news, and AI even generates art and music. Self-driving trucks are being tested on highways. Virtual assistants schedule meetings. Factories operate with minimal human staff. Now imagine fast-forwarding 50 or 100 years. Robots and AI don't just help with tasks, they completely replace human workers in every industry. From farmers to surgeons, from chefs to engineers, even politicians replaced by hyper-intelligent decision-making algorithms. Sounds like science fiction, but is it? So what would happen the moment robots took over all jobs? First, there would be shock. Millions, even billions of people would wake up unemployed overnight. No salary, no career, no purpose tied to work. Economies would collapse, at least initially. After all, most of today's system is built on people earning wages and spending them. Without jobs, money would lose meaning. Companies would scramble to adapt. Governments would face chaos. But after the shock, something deeper. The question of what do humans actually do when they don't have to work anymore? This wouldn't be the first time technology disrupted work. Remember the Industrial Revolution? Machines replaced farm labor and millions feared poverty. But society adapted. New industries emerged, from railroads to telecommunications. Or think about the invention of computers. At first, many jobs vanished: typists, file clerks, human calculators. But entirely new fields exploded: programming, IT, digital marketing. The difference this time: robots and AI wouldn't just take some jobs. They'd take all of them. This isn't just about replacing human muscle or memory, it's about replacing human intelligence itself. That's why this shift could be unlike anything humanity has ever faced. Let's imagine the best-case scenario. Robots handle all the labor: farming, construction, medicine, transportation, even governance. That leaves humans free to live in a society of abundance. Universal basic income, or perhaps no money at all, ensures everyone has food, shelter, and health care. Work is no longer survival, it becomes choice. You might spend your time creating art, writing, exploring space, or simply enjoying life. Humans could return to what ancient philosophers dreamed of: a life of leisure, knowledge, and creativity. No one works out of necessity. Everyone is free. Humanity has never known such a thing. But of course, there's the darker possibility. What if instead of paradise, robot labor creates a nightmare? If wealth is controlled by the corporations that own the robots, inequality would skyrocket. The rich elite, those who own the machines, would control everything, while the rest of humanity is left powerless. Mass unemployment could lead to riots, violence, even civil wars. Governments might struggle to maintain control. A black market of human labor could emerge for those who distrust machines. And here's a chilling thought: robots, run by advanced AI, might not just take jobs. They might start making decisions about who gets resources, who gets medical treatment, even who gets to live where. At that point, are humans still in charge, or have we surrendered control entirely? There's also the personal side. Work is more than money. For millions of people, jobs give identity, meaning, and community. Teachers feel purpose in educating, doctors in healing, artists in creating. If robots strip away not just labor but purpose, what happens to the human spirit? Depression, loneliness, and existential crises could rise. Imagine billions of people suddenly asking, "Why am I here if the world doesn't need me to work?" Or maybe it forces us to redefine meaning in new ways, through relationships, creativity, or exploration. Of course, maybe reality isn't all or nothing. Even in a robot-run world, there might be fields humans still want to pursue. Maybe not because we're better at them, but because they feel human. Think about art, storytelling, philosophy, or caregiving. Robots might be able to simulate these, but will people still crave the authenticity of human touch, voice, and presence? Maybe work won't disappear entirely. It will just transform into something purely voluntary, a way of expression rather than survival. If robots take all jobs, governments will face huge ethical decisions. Should they tax robot labor and redistribute wealth to humans? Should they ban private ownership of AI to prevent monopolies? Should they even limit how much robots can do to preserve some human work? There will also be debates about dignity. Is it enough to just survive, or do people have the right to contribute, to feel useful? And then the biggest question of all, if robots can do everything better than humans, what's the role of humanity itself? Looking further ahead, maybe robots taking jobs isn't the end of humanity's story, but the beginning of something else. Freed from labor, humans might merge with AI, enhancing our minds and bodies. Instead of being unemployed, we evolve into something beyond human, a post-work, post-scarcity civilization. Or maybe robots don't just work for us, but with us. Partnerships where humans and machines collaborate, blending logic and creativity, speed and empathy. In that case, jobs as we know them disappear, but purpose doesn't. So what if robots took over all jobs? It could be humanity's greatest liberation, or its downfall. A world of abundance and freedom, or a world of inequality and despair. In the end, the answer might depend not on the robots, but on us, on how we choose to share resources, meaning and purpose in a world where survival no longer requires work. And maybe the real question isn't whether robots will take over jobs, but whether humans can learn to live without them. If this video sparked your imagination, I'd love to hear from you. Would you welcome a future where robots do everything, or would you miss the meaning of human work? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you'd like to keep exploring the mysteries of the What If verse, gently tap the like button, share this with a fellow dreamer, and subscribe to join our journey into the unknown.